Welcome back. This is the start of our Jon Boat. Like I said, planning off camera because I just sit around and I think about stuff too much that it probably doesn't look good on camera if I was just sitting here. This is what I want to do. That's what I want to need. This is what needs to happen and all that. If y'all would like to see that on a time lapse, or if you really want me to explain what goes through my whacked out head when I'm thinking about this stuff and trying to build it, let me know in the comments below. And with that being said, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay on top of this build. And like I said, I'm gonna try to knock it out within 2 weeks of, from the time I start cutting wood to the time that we've got it painted and we're putting carpet on to get it out on the water. I'm building it in the house garage, which the wife doesn't like because normally her car's in here and she doesn't like her car to sit outside. So, hopefully that motivates me to be faster. But if she tries to come out in the garage and get something. So I'm gonna flip you around here and I'm gonna start showing you the layout that I did. And then we'll get into this video, and I'll probably have to run to Lowe's or Home Depot and pick up some other stuff that when I was doing all this, I figured out some stuff that I needed. And so let me turn you around here and we'll get this going. All right, so let's talk a little bit of design on the boat and what I've been doing last night and this morning. What you got is, can we see here? I'm working in my garage, so there's not very, I can't step back and give you like a wide shot. But you have this right here is going to be the rod lockers to go up. I wanted to leave the seat in, but the problem with leaving the seat in, it makes the rods too tall, and then the boat deck would be setting flush on top, and which I don't want to do that. I want it below so things don't roll off or get kicked off accidentally. So we're going to end up cutting the center seat out so I can drop the rods down, and then they'll go up and come up here, and I'll make, where the rods come up here and lay on this, and this will all be carpeted and have pads, so you won't be scuffing up your rods and all that. And then right down the center, as you can see, it's going to be the main frame down the center, and we'll have, this will be in the floor. This will be all the tackle storage. You put all your tackle in here, and I'm going to divide it off so all of this will stand up. I can stand these up, and then this one will go down in the side like this, or I get rid of this one and have just all these, and then you could throw bags of soft plastics down in there or other fishing gear and stuff. But that'll be in the center, and then we'll come up here. We'll have a seat mount. We're going to end up putting a seat mount in here so you can sit here, like when we go for a long troll, you can sit here and control the foot control. And then I saw this in another video. I can't remember who did it, but this is a dryer duct box. Let's see if you can see that. We got it from Lowe's, and this is going to be my foot pedal box. Obviously it's going to go this way, and it's a little bit long, which is okay, because the reason I like it being long is I can actually, let me scoot that over so it don't fall. What actually could happen is if I bring my foot pedal in here, get my wires and everything to go out, you'll have like this much, and then you could use this as for like storage, put your pliers, knives and stuff down in there when you're out on the lake or pond or whatever, and stuff will be right there. So I'll just end up gluing a divider in or pop rivet a piece of metal that'll hold the foot pedal in there so it won't slide back and forth. And then obviously it's got the dryer hole in the back I'll have to cover up, which I think it was $30 for this. It's metal. Just have to drill some holes in it so water will drain out of it and go in the bottom of the boat. And that's the other thing. I'm not making this boat, you know, with all my hatches and everything, making them dry hatches and all that. I don't care. This boat was cheap. This is a way for me and my son to get out on the pond. And we're hoping it lasts us a couple years because we're looking at getting a 16-foot V-hull. They call them Jon Boats, but it's more like a V-hull that's a lot wider. If we can get one of those, we're going to deck it out, have it all aluminum frame and everything on the inside to make it real nice. So this is kind of our practice guinea pig. But you got the mount up here for the trolling motor. We're going to mount it right center of the boat because of the rod locker doors flipping up. And then we got the Humminbird. Here's what I'm having problems with. And it comes down to, you know, you want the Humminbird up here by your foot pedal. Well, having it up here, this rod door ain't going to open. There's too much up here in the front. So I got to figure out how to mount this. Now what I'm thinking about doing is just mounting it right here and cut this door short to where this door flips up right here. You can still get the rods in there. Still cut it short. You can still get the rods in there, but the door will flip up right here. And I might do that on both sides just so it looks kind of the same. And then I can have my Humminbird here, and then I can make other mounts up there for other stuff later on. But we should be able to work it in there. That's something we're trying to figure out and work in. And then navigation lights. I found this at Academy. And it's this one right here. Compact combination LED bow light. And what is cool is, if I raise up this trolling motor like I'm planning on like this will fit right underneath there. And then I'll have my lights. Of course it's in backwards right now, but you can slide this up in there. And then my lights will be protected by the trolling motor. About getting knocked off. I thought about getting those lights, that LEDs that pop riveted on the front. And I was like, you know, but I got this one instead. This will slide right underneath there. And this will help protect it from getting knocked off. But that's what I'm getting ready to start now. I'm getting ready to start. I'm getting ready to start cutting out the center seat. If I can get that. Yeah, get ready to start cutting this out. Because this has got to come out before I can start my framing. And then my framing wood. Here, I'll get my finger out of the way. My framing wood are these 1x3s. I think that's what they're called. And I got 4 of them. They'll run the length of the boat. 2 of them will, and then the rest of them are for bracing and cross and make sure that. And then these little ones will be to the floor. They'll go from the other frame to the floor. But that's what's rolling around in my head right now. This will be a 2x4 base for this. We'll screw to this, and then I'm going to have it go all the way through and mount into here. That's why I got the rib nut gun there, because I'll put rib nuts in the metal and then pull all this together to be clamped together. And the deck board can come up a little bit, which is cool because when this comes up, this will come up. And this was just a spacer to get the light in there, so it'll all be up. I'll have to have these on there to get that light under there, which this thing right here adjusts quite a bit to get the motor down in the water. So, like I said, the reason this is in the center, the reason I put this in the center is so that I can get my rod locker doors in here. It flips back quite a bit. Like, gotta imagine that's the trolling motor flip back. I can't flip it back. If I do, it'll flip off into the floor because it's so heavy. But that's the plan. So what I'm going to do now is get the GoPro, set it up on a tripod, and then y'all can see me just start framing this out. And then once we get the frame done, I just happened to be driving through the neighborhood and somebody got some furniture delivered, and I got so much sun there. I got that big box. to cut my pattern for the floor. So you might see that today. My biggest right now is to get the center seat cut out. Get my center seat cut out, and then we get the framing done. Like I said, I'm trying to make this project quick. I want to get this done, and hopefully by this weekend it's framed, all the wood's cut, and we're either painting it or fiberglass resin it to seal it. So let me get y'all turned off here and get you over on the GoPro.